All right, welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today, we are going to get into a variety of topics, but this first one is about Tesla Model Y inventory. It is back. We're going to get into some topics today. We're going to go through that, but we're also today, it's a special because it's a Friday. We love Fridays because Fridays is when I try and do my giveaways. And so we've got a company, shout out to Tesloid. We'll go through that. And we're going to be giving away a floor mat. I'm going to give you the exact instructions, and this is going to be floor mats for the Model 3 or the Model Y 3D floor mats, some nice all-weather ones. And so after probably in the middle of the video, somewhere in the between somewhere, we're going to give you the exact instructions, and of course I'll paste it down below in the comments so that you can enter in it for a chance to win a giveaway for these 3D floor mats. So good luck to everybody on that. But before we get into all of that, let's roll that intro real quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on a Tesla at the best possible price, or just getting really good financing on your Tesla. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. And today's video is actually sponsored by Tesloid, the part manufacturer, the Tesla parts seller. So thank you to Tesloid for sponsoring this video and the giveaway, but more on that later. And of course, thank you to my newest Patreon members, Connor, Steve, Rohan, Yash, Billy, San, Greg, Kevin, Lottie, Christian, Lawrence. Thank you all for joining the Patreon. Thank you for supporting. If you want to join, if you want to go ahead and support the channel, go ahead and check it out. Link down below in the description. All right, so let's just jump into this. This is why we're all here. But spoiler alert, the Tesla Model Y has some available inventory. So what's going on? I mean, this is Tesla's MO. They've been doing this for like every other week or so. And so, there's a good amount of inventory available. But the catch is it's not necessarily Model Y long range inventory, or it's not necessarily Model Y performance inventory. And so last Friday, if we go back to the history books, the long range was increased in price, and also the performance. And actually also this Model Y standard range is what's actually available. Also increased in price last week as well. So we're predicting, some sort of price increase on some Model Y variant probably this weekend, I would say, or at least maybe even next week. Or does Tesla not do any of that and just leaves the prices alone? Because we are getting to the last couple weeks of the month, or maybe even that week and a half of this month, and maybe they don't want to mess with year-end sales for that. But let's just take a look at it. So this is where we can go see all this inventory that's actually available. Go to waitingfortesla.com. It's a third-party aggregator site. It's you don't buy the vehicle off of waitingfortesla.com. It actually links you to tesla.com's website. I just got asked that question today, and it makes sense, right? Like some people might not understand what this site exactly is, but it's just like a linking site. So you find the vehicle you want, you figure out where you're at in the country, and then you click the link, and it takes you exactly to the tesla.com site so that you can secure it, lock it down, and then put your name on it. And so the thing is here, like, we've been looking at this site, we look at it almost every single day. So shout out to TJ and the team at waitingfortesla.com. And you can see here, 243 Model Ys that just became available. And there was not this many Model Ys yesterday at all. Like yesterday, there was almost next to none, 12 Model Ys available for sale. But then now we've got a good amount. I mean, Tesla's been doing this for a while now. What they'll do is they'll just dump like a bunch of Model Ys available for sale all at once, like overnight. I think this happened earlier this morning because I remember someone commented. So thank you to that viewer for commenting, trying to let me know ASAP. So thank you for that. But yeah, a good amount of them are, of course, this Model Y all-wheel drive variant, which means that they're coming from Austin, Texas for the most part. So that goes into, what's a better build Model Y, like Austin versus Fremont. There's a lot of, people believe certain things about that, whether that's good or not. So, you can make your own conclusions on that. But the TLDR is that Fremont Model Ys might be a better quality build Tesla, and they might have better features like matrix headlights and better build quality and all that stuff. But, you can go out and research and make your own decision from that as well. But looking at the long range side, there's 7 of them available. So there is possibly, this one's in California too. There, you could possibly try and lock one down if you're quick enough, if you have a pending order. But for the most part, this might, if you're like worried about this $7,500 tax credit, then you might want to consider switching to an all-wheel drive, or just, gamble. At this point, like, I feel like the Teslas will still continue to keep that 7,500, at least in the Tesla Model Y. Probably not on the Model 3 side, but possibly on the Model Y side. But there's a good amount of them here. There's a good amount of them available. Seems like a lot of these are in transit or in production. So Tesla's pretty much like, just putting these out there so that they can try and get them sold ASAP, but because they're not exactly at your local Tesla center just yet. So let me know your thoughts. It seems like they got induction wheels again, and they're basically built a bunch of these that are all the same exact type of Tesla Model Y. It looks like white, black, 20-inch rims. Okay, finally, there's some other colors here because that was all sorted at the low price. That makes sense. So now I'm really curious, like, how many of these actually are there? We know Tesla messes with inventory. They mess with actual allocation, or they mess with how many are actually on their website. And so there's a good chance like this actually might not be how many there are out there. And there might be a lot more that's actually available that they're not showing on the website. That's for sure. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know your thoughts. Are you switching? Are you still going to gamble on, the $7,500 tax credit? Do you think it's actually going to still be out there? But yeah, we're going to get into our next topic. And then, of course, we will be giving you the details for the giveaway, because shout out to Tesloid, the sponsor of this video. Here's the screenshot or the website of Tesloid. They are a Tesla parts accessory shop, and they've given us a discount code, and they're giving us the rights to be able to give away a set of 3D floor mats for your Model 3 or your Model Y. And I'm going to give you the exact instructions on how to enter that giveaway, but a little later. Let's get into our next topic first. So welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. In our next topic, we're going to talk about this Tesla massive discount that is happening. Of course, not in the US. So just bear with me a little bit as we talk about this, but we do like to highlight other countries because you never know. Tesla might test these certain discounts in other countries first, and they'll bring it to the US. So Tesla Canada, which is not far from us, has now instituted a discount on their Model S and Model X in the tune of over $10,000. So, that's not a bad deal at the end of the day. So we're going to jump into it. But before we do that, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on your Tesla at the best possible price, or just getting really good financing on your Tesla. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. And so let's get into this. So shout out to Drive Tesla Canada. Here's the article. Tesla is offering up to $11,500 discount on a new Model S or X in existing inventory in California. So yeah, you can see right here, of course, if you don't mind missing out on hardware 4.0, just like pushing that FOMO button right there, fear of missing out. I mean, the thing is with that is a lot of Model S and Model X owners do buy full self-driving because to them, like, it's what's another $15,000. But you can see here they're offering some sort of incentives to bring it down. I mean, this happened yesterday. We noticed this the other day on Tesla USA as well. There was discounts for the Model S and X, like in the tune of $7,000 to $8,000. But the one thing I did want to check, I was trying to see, someone pinged me earlier saying that the Model X is under $100,000, but for some reason Tesla waiting for Tesla has glitched out, so I can't see the actual inventory. But let's take a look at the Model S. Maybe the Model S will show big discounts as well. Okay, so we're getting there. Actually, yeah, because the cheapest Model S yesterday, if my memory recalls, was like $87,000. So or $87,000. So Tesla's just turning up the dial just a little bit to see how much lower they can go. So I guess we got to go with the old fashioned way, because I want to see like what is the cheapest Model X eligible for sale. So I got to go to view inventory here. I feel like I don't ever go to the Tesla website this sort of way at all. So let's see here. If I go here, then I go to existing inventory, and then I go to Model X. Like, I just want to see what's the cheapest one out there. And it's just harder to use this website. So that's why I do recommend using sites like waitingfortesla.com. Oh, okay. We have broken the six-figure barrier threshold, and the Model X's are now under $100,000. So just like Canada, the US market is now starting to incentivize and push Model S's and X's. So if you're waiting for a deal on a Model S and Model X, it could be a good time to get in. But I'm not exactly sure because we're about to head into one of the hottest times. Well, not the hottest of the year, but end of the quarter, end of that first quarter of March. That's always a good time to try and snipe a deal. So I can imagine we might see some 15 to 20K off Model X's pretty soon. So I would just say hold tight, especially if you don't need a car right now. If you don't need a Model S or a Model X, I would just say hold tight on that for sure. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts. Are you shopping for a Model S or X, or would you trade? Would you trade up if you have a Model Y or Model 3 right now? Would you trade up if the Model X like went on super clearance at like low 90s or even mid 85 or something like that? So we're going to jump into our next topic. I'm going to roll through a couple of these topics really quickly, but if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, and this video is actually sponsored by Tesloid. Tesloid is a parts and accessory website. They are sponsoring the giveaway. We haven't done it yet, but they're sponsoring the giveaway. We're going to go through it, and I'll give you the exact instructions, and they've created us our own special promotional code, so if you want to shop in and check what they've got on the website as well, but we're giving away a pair of 3D floor mats for your Model 3 or Model Y. It's going to be we're going to try to interlace it somewhere. Actually, I'll figure this. If this video gets to, we're at what, 7? So if this stream gets to, let's say, it's at 7 likes right now. If it gets to 38 likes, we'll just go straight into the giveaway after whatever topic we're at after that. So if this video gets 38, did I say 38? Yeah, 38 likes, we will roll into that giveaway. So let's see if we can get there. But until then, we're just going to roll into our next topic. So welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today, we are going to get into our next topic about Tesla Model Y prices and how they are actually have been increased, just not in the US market yet, but it's coming soon. We can surely bet that. But it seems like Tesla worldwide and these other countries have started to raise prices a little bit. So we'll jump into that. That's for sure. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on a Tesla at the best possible price, or just getting really good financing on your Tesla. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. And today's video is actually sponsored by Tesloid, TESLOID.com, a great Tesla partner, and they've sponsored a giveaway of Tesla Model 3 or Model Y floor mats. So we'll get into that, of course, but let's just roll into it. So here it is. Shout out to drivetesla.canada or driveteslacanada.ca. Tesla has raised the price of the Model Y in China, South Korea, and Australia. So you can see, I mean, we've followed and figured this out before in the past. This happens. This is the trend usually, always. Like usually the Tesla markets or the Tesla other countries will raise the price a little bit, and then the US will follow after that. So it looks like Tesla has raised prices anywhere from $300 to $400 for the Model Y specifically. And so we can surely bet, that this will happen very soon in the US. You know, my prediction has always been they're going to raise the price $500 like every week or every other week for the next until we get to March. And then if the Model Y is confirmed to get the $7,500 tax credit moving forward after March 1st, when we have this part right here that's kind of under, we don't know if it's going to be March 1st or March 31st, but if we get confirmation that something happens and it's whether IRS is going to delay their guidance or whatever, we can for sure bet that Tesla will start to increase the price of the Model Y even more, and maybe by $10,000. I think Tesla wants to get back to a $65,000 Model Y ASAP or $66,000, because that's where they were, less than 6 months ago. So I can easily see that, that's for sure. So Definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. Do you think Tesla's going to increase the price, $1,000 at a time? We did put a poll on the channel before, so we can just check out that to see how it's doing, because we did ask, what type of rate are we going to increase the price on? And, I think a lot of people said, here we go. So Tesla will increase the price of the Model Y. So 17% said weekly. So that seems to be not it's been weekly so far. For good almost 40% said bi-weekly, 500 to 1,000. So we can easily see there, that's for sure. So let me know what your thoughts on it. Do you think Tesla's going to increase the price of the Model Y, slowly or fast? Or do you kind of agree with me if the Tesla Model Y gets that $7,500 tax credit, for sure, and 100% in the bag, then it's going right back up, and that's for sure. So definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. And today's video is actually sponsored by Tesla, and it looks like we have hit the cap on it. So let me set this up. Let me write down that timestamp so I know where we're at. Thank you everyone for joining in so far. Thank you all. Thank you all for always being here. You can hit the chat button, the like button, the comments. It goes a long way for support. So I love that we're able to structure these giveaways or structure these sponsors that we're giving back, because you've got to, it's always fun to give away back stuff. So unfortunately, we have to run this contest on Instagram, because I don't know if you guys noticed on the last giveaway, there was a lot of spam and a lot of spammers trying to steal, I guess, and try and trick people into commenting and all that stuff. So I felt like the easiest way to do this is on Instagram. So that way I can comment on the winner and or DM the winner. You can see it's me. And so that way we don't have to deal with, commenting, replying and all that stuff. I mean, we have been trying to announce winners on this page, but I think it's just a little bit easier on Instagram but of course I'll announce it on this page as well. But before we get into the exact ways of how to enter, I do have to shout out, Tesloid. Definitely go check out their website. It's pretty cool stuff. They sell everything that most people would need and or buy. And so I always recommend all weather floor mats. And so they've got that, as well as a bunch of other stuff. And there is a promotional code that they're giving us. If you want to buy something, it's 10% off. Just use code DCW10 to do that. And on top of that, if the first 10 people, they've given me the authorization to do that. So the code DCW10 is 10% off. But if the first 10 people that actually DM them will get an extra promotional code discount on top of that. And so you have to DM them on Instagram at Tesloid or at Tesloid on Instagram. But here is how we're going to do the giveaway. So on my Instagram, right here, I just posted this post. You can see it right. Let me make sure the audio's off. And this is the exact way to enter. So of course you have to be a sub to the YouTube channel. You have to follow Tesloid or O1 and not DennisCW, and then just tag one person below. We're going to choose the winner from the exact comments here. So you can do multiple tags if you want to. And then of course we just talked about, but you can use DennisCW right here for 10% off, but there's also a special promotional discount on top of that for the first 10 people that actually DM Tesloid01 on Instagram. And it's right, just you have to write Dennis. You have to say exactly this: DennisCW sent me. So good luck to everybody. We're choosing one winner. I didn't put it in the description here, but 1 week from now we will choose the winner. So it'll be Friday next week, 5:30 p.m. PST-ish. And of course, we will contact you directly from Instagram, so you don't have to worry about scammers or anything. I would never message you from Telegram, anything like that. So please don't respond. And of course, I would never charge you for shipping either. It seems like that's the scam. They're trying to get money from the shipping, but definitely check it out. Here's the Instagram link. Let me actually put it here. There we go. Yeah, I know there's some people that don't have Instagram. I'm sorry, but it's just a little bit easier because last time we did it on the YouTube, and there was just a bunch of people trying to or at least 2 or 3 people creating fake accounts and trying to scam people. And I just don't want to. And actually some people messaged me saying they got scammed, which kind of sucked at the end of the day. But good luck to everybody. We're going to run this for 1 week. And yeah, there's the exact instructions on that. But I wish YouTube had a DM system or something like that, like a direct messaging, so that way we could run giveaways a little bit more easier. But yeah, shout out to Tesloid for sponsoring the giveaway, and good luck to everyone with that. All right, water break. Yeah, I put this poll out here yesterday just to see, and actually the 61% said, so we did a giveaway alert, what should we give away? And 61% said they wanted floor mats. I mean, maybe the choices weren't, maybe like the floor mats were the best value there, but you know, it's still good today. But yeah, good luck to everybody. You know, I always recommend all weather floor mats. They're the best. They're probably the best investments because, or at least not the best investment, the most useful Tesla accessory that you can get 100% sure. All right, just speed running this. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the video, everybody. Hope everyone's having a great week so far. And actually, I did want to, well, actually, we'll do the next two topics. And I do want to pose a question to you all because there was another company that reached out that, you know, we might want to sponsor something. And they've got some pretty interesting stuff that could be useful on the other side. So I'm going to run it by on you guys before we do that. But let me do this. We're going to jump into some comments to some of the questions. I'll leave this up so that way, you know, if anybody just jumps in, they see this and they'll just want to enter themselves. But let's jump into some of the comments and the questions. Caleb, hello. Dennis, you're on a roll. Thank you. Vo, welcome. Dennis, howdy. Happy Hippo. Thank you. Yeah, it's insane. We somehow have, you know, got to 11,000 subscribers. So thank you all. It's been a wild ride so far. Like I really hope I've helped some of you out there to get the best deal, the best financing and all that stuff. Cause that, you know, that's, you know, buying a Tesla is a lot of money, that's for sure. And so hopefully we're making smart decisions to get it. Okay, if the prices continue to go up, it gives me more confidence the 7,500 credit will be here for a while. Yes, 100%. If it goes up this week, we can for sure bet that Tesla's got it in the bag for the 7,500. Looks like all allocations can't find one already made. Yeah, in transit, which is kind of scary, right? Because if you're trying to get that delivery before March, then that could be tough. Giveaway, let's do it. Yep, right on the screen. There's the instructions. I'm going to wait for Tesla Investor Day before I take delivery no matter what. Need more info on how the car is going to work with Tesla Vision, no USS. Yeah, that's for sure. And if anybody wants to put in their experience, like I know some people on the chat have taken delivery pretty recently. Like how has it been without USS sensors, ultrasonic sensors? Like have you been able to, you know, navigate pretty well? Like, is it okay? Are you, you know, do you not necessarily need it? Have you gotten used to it? Or is something missing? Do you feel like something missing with your car? People waiting for hardware 4.0. Good luck. Keep waiting. It's like dating. There's always going to be a hotter chick. Yeah, I guess that's one good way to put it. Like I used to, for a quick second, I used to wait for the latest hardware and all that stuff. But then I just realized it's kind of like, you know, just the newest iPhone. There's always going to be that next feature that you're going to want. And it doesn't make sense to like spend money to get the new one or just like be okay with whatever you have. My Model Y long range ordered to 4 original estimated delivery May. Just received text today. EDD 2 weeks. No VIN yet. Okay, nice. Not bad. Dennis, do you think now the supercharger will be open that Tesla will keep the prices high now that they have $7 trillion from the government? I think I mean, it's not necessarily because of other EVs. It's just like energy costs just keeps going up and up, right? So I think they just have to raise it to make profit maybe. Chris, did I miss the giveaway? No, not yet. You just came right in time. Well, as a reminder, we will be running it for 1 week. So good luck to everybody. We'll make the decision next Friday, same time around this time. I'm happy I was going to take advantage of the discounts rebate, but part of me feels like I'm headed for heartbreak on March 1st. No, I wouldn't think so. I don't think Tesla's going to reduce the price. And if they are, they're not going to go, especially for Model Y, they're not going to go any lower than what they were because they know people will buy it at that price unless they lose part of that. If they lose that $7,500 tax credit, because hold on a second, let's actually wait. Let's think about this. Let's think about this really for a second. So Tesla dropped the price all the way down to 52,990. And then they had their meeting with, or Elon had the meeting with the White House. and they went from 52,990 all to 54,990. So that's a $2,000 increase. We're just talking Model Y long range right here. If we get to maybe another 1,000 and then maybe another 500, that would put us at 3,500. And the reason why I'm saying 3,500 because that's half of 7,500. 3,750 is basically what I'm saying. So I wonder, do they know that they're only going to lose half of it? And so they've raised it the other half. I don't know if that makes sense. I think I'm thinking opposite, but let me think about that. Maybe that's making sense to you, but maybe they think they might only lose half, and that would still be good enough for them, and still think people will continue to buy. I don't know. That's weird, right? That's weird. Micho, anyone knows about Tesla's inventory has only one configuration color for the particular region? I think Tesla good with manipulating the inventory. Yes, we know that for sure. Tesla does manipulate the inventory. They only put one variation of one vehicle that per location, but you can for sure bet they've got way more than that. That's for sure. Is the Tesla Model Y standard range 45,000 a good deal? I don't think so, because you can get a brand new one for that same price if you factor in the tax credit. Kyle, just got my VIN today. Delivery estimate was 3 to 31. Scheduled delivery 222. Rebate, here I come. Model Y long range. Congratulations to you, Kyle. I know you've been coming in here every day, probably because you're antsy as well on taking your delivery. Well, congrats on getting a VIN and good luck. I hope everything goes smoothly with your delivery. Oh, that's actually in 6 days? Nice. Frank, F, nice. F for Frank. My delivery's on the 21st. Nice. Congrats. That's what, Monday or Tuesday? Nice. Congrats to you. 38 random. Yeah, no, I just threw a number out there. That's for sure. But thanks for everyone that participated. We did 38 for 38 likes. If the video got to 38 likes, we were going to talk about the giveaway. And here it is. If you're just joining in, you don't know what the heck is going on, we are doing a giveaway with Tesloid. So thank you to Tesloid, a Tesla parts seller. They've also given us a discount code for 10%, but actually they've also structured where the first 10 people that actually DM them on Instagram will get an extra discount for their store on top of that. It could be a massive discount. I don't know, but if you want to enter in the giveaway, we're giving one set of floor mats to either a Model 3 or a Model Y, and this is exactly how you enter. You have to be a sub to the YouTube channel, mine, not anybody else's. Well, you can be anybody else's, but you got to be at mine too. You have to follow Tesloid01 and not DennisCW on Instagram. This is on my Instagram account, and you just have to tag one person below, but multiple tags can be entered and commented for multiple entries. And if you DM Tesloid Dennis sent me, you get a special discount. It's only for the first 10 people that DM them for that extra special discount, but everybody else can use DCW10 for 10% off their store. So thank you to Tesloid for sponsoring the giveaway. It's fun to be able to structure these giveaways and give back, because I know all of you come in here usually are people that are on the cusp of buying a Tesla and or have bought a Tesla pretty recently. So thank you all for coming in. That's for sure. Dennis, have you tried products? Do you recommend them, or is there another company products you recommend? Well, actually, I don't know if it's a nice thing to do, to show someone a different company while we're talking about another company. Ask me, dear Willem, ask me that tomorrow. Tapia, prices are back, baby. And yes, they are. Prices are going up. They're increasing in other countries and the US. I bet. Last Friday or Saturday, there was some sort of price increase. You can bet there's going to be something this weekend or week for sure. Does the Model 3 performance count for CVRP? It depends on when you bought it. Depends on what price. A lot of different stuff. But we've got an extra confirmation for anybody that's California. Someone called CVRP. And if you don't believe the videos I've been making about CVRP on that increased rebate from $2,000 to $5,000, that's coming soon. Someone else called in. Someone else reported back. And they said that they heard the same exact thing from the rep at CVRP, that it's going to $5,000, which is absolutely insane for the California state rebate, but starting after the 28th of this month. Oh, Clifford, oh, you got to save the planet, right? The government already wasted way too much money this year. I find it likely that our super duper smart president will see the writing on the wall and extend the tax credit for a company that he hates to talk about. He will most likely remove Tesla from the tax incentive, only including Ford and Dodd because he loves unions. Yeah, I mean, who knows, right? We shall see, that's for sure. Paul, good evening. Welcome, Paul. Thanks for coming in back again. Does anyone know if the order fee is refundable, even if it says non-refundable? How about if it placed the order now and the price goes down? Will I pay the lower price? Your prices will adjust. It will go down. Your prices will lock in when you order. If the price goes up, you're still good. If the price goes down, it will adjust down with you. Can you get your order fee back? It is possible. It's only reserved for Patreon members down below in the description. I don't like putting the method out there into the ecosphere, but technically it is non-refundable. Do we stop watching once we take delivery? I mean, if you want to come for the funds, you can definitely do that, but I can certainly understand where, it only makes sense to watch some of this when you're on the cusp of buying, but you never know. Maybe we'll have some interesting stuff on afterwards as well. Tesla is defined manipulating numbers, definitely manipulating numbers. When I took delivery, they had rows of Teslas parked outside and inside for delivery. Micho, best Tesla channels by far. Thank you. Hopefully I'm the most informative. Come on, guys, ladies, hit the like button. Yes, exactly. No IG, not social. Yeah, I need to figure out if anybody has a better idea on how to run giveaways like this, whether it's Instagram, maybe Twitter. Do most people have Twitter? Actually, there's the poll. Let's do it. Because we could run it on Twitter, but Twitter also has like scammers too. What social media do you have? Okay, we've got Instagram, Facebook. What other platforms could we run? I think that's it, right? Instagram, Facebook, like where I guess I should ask it from my point of view because I only have Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And so that's where I would only be able to DM to the winner, and not you guys would hopefully be able to ignore the scammers. So let's just do that. Let's run that poll. And because of that way we can be more efficient with these giveaways next time and then time after. Tesla scheduled delivery March 2nd for me. Nice. Okay. That's that's down to the wire, because what if the IRS and Treasury release more guidance like sometime in March? We shall see. And I've only been watching for the 20 minutes, and this is by far the best channel on Tesla I've seen. Congrats. Oh, thank you for saying that. Thank you for coming in here, joining into the fun, and we're doing a giveaway, so maybe hopefully someone will win, and so that'll be cool. Any suggestions? Well, someone will win, but hopefully, good luck to everybody. Any suggestions for credit unions with no prepayment penalties? I don't think any of them have a prepayment penalty for credit unions. They don't really care as long as you're paying on time, or you pay the whole thing off. It doesn't matter to them. They still make money. Darn, I guess I need to sign up for Instagram. You literally showed up my list out of nowhere. Thank you. Thanks for joining me. Maybe you were searching Tesla stuff and I popped them on the algorithms. I have a Model Y long range in transit, said March 7th to the 31st. I just don't know with no ultra sensors. It probably does not have the ultra sensors, that's for sure. Hi, you recommend X3 or Tesla Model Y long range? I'm worried about the quality issue. Is it that bad? Well, depends on what do you drive now? That's my question, because if you're already driving a luxury car now, like a true luxury car, if you know me, we are very honest about Tesla and how it is not luxury quality, but the technology is very luxury technology. But if you're driving a BMW now or Mercedes or Lexus or anything like that, you will feel a difference going to a Tesla. But if you're going from like a RAV4 and you're considering BMW X3 or a Tesla, then it won't feel as drastic there. So it's just, you just gotta have the right expectation, the right mindset when you're buying a Tesla. It is luxury car price, but it is not a luxury car at the end of the day. But I mean, it's got a lot of great, amazing technology that's very intuitive, that will, is much better than some of the other competitors. Jason, congrats on 11.5. Thank you for keeping the glory. Thank you. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for being a part of it. Thanks for the sub and all the comments. I ordered Model Y standard range, but when I went to test drive, it was not compatible. I'm thinking about to cancel. I don't know if the demo car I test drive had any alignment issue. It's definitely possible. I mean, it could get thrown out of whack pretty easily. And so very, at the end, anything can happen. And I just realized this is probably like the worst look, right? Because there's all these scam, like worst look is in like the screen right now, because there's all these like scam channels on YouTube, right? And if someone were to click the thumbnail and then they get shown this right away, like giveaway, like how are they actually going to trust it? So, I mean, hopefully they get the idea what's going on, but it is kind of a deviation from the thumbnail and the title. But hopefully they're not too weirded out by it. But we are, if you're just joining in, if you just popped in, we typically talk about Tesla buying hacking topics, how to get the best deal at the best possible financing. But we've decided to give back, or Tesloid and Dennis, we've decided to give back, and we're giving away a set of Model Y or Model 3 all-weather 3D floor mats. And here's the exact instructions on how to join the giveaway, and it's on Instagram on my account at @DennisCW. And it'll be really cool. I mean, we're giving away a Tesla wall charger 2 weeks ago, 2 Fridays ago, on a video that was sponsored by Tenet. Down below in the description if you want to join that. That's ending on February 28th. We're going to decide that. So we're giving away 2 different items, and I want to keep this going. I'd love to keep giving away a bunch of stuff all throughout the month. How did you get started on YouTube, and how have you been doing it? Good job. So we've been posting on the channel, or I've been posting on the channel for, I don't know, 5 years now. When I first started YouTube, I always thought what's really interesting is story time on the YouTube journey is, you see a lot of content creators on YouTube, and you see, especially in the Tesla niche, they all kind of do the similar things, right? They buy the Tesla, they talk about the ownership, they do things to it, or, they do tints or whatever. And so I thought, that's the road to success. We just do that, right? And so that's what I did early when I bought a Tesla. I would go do things to it and all that stuff, and it did okay. But I think the most recent success is just providing as much value as possible, and like talking about ways to get the best deal, the best financing, and all that stuff. And it's really cool. We found this niche on Tesla in which there's people that are in the same exact camp that can watch these videos and learn a bunch of stuff, and at the end they get the best deal at the best possible price. So that's, just trying different stuff and not giving up is the shtick on YouTube. Just ordered a Model 3 Performance a week ago. SoCal delivery desk May 224 to 324. Yeah, that sounds about right. Hopefully, you'll get squared away earlier, but who knows? When do I get my financing set up? I would say maybe in a week. Start shopping in a week. That's for sure. Seasonal Ocean, welcome back to it. No, don't do it. I forgot the question. In Canada, there's 2 to 3 month wait for Model Ys. Yeah, it seems like they're shipping to the US more, probably because of the tax credit, but not exactly sure. Ordered Model 3 rear-wheel drive 215, got VIN assigned. How long does it take for delivery? Anywhere from 1 to 4 weeks after that. What happens if I switch from Model Y Performance to Model Y Long Range? Will Tesla come after me? No, it won't. They won't come after you, but they might delay your order, because it seems like before you would be able to bump up the order if you switch to Performance, if you switch to Performance, but it seems like Tesla is putting you at the back of the queue. So would not do that. CVRP rebate, if you order after the 28th, there's rumors that it's going from 2,000 to 5,000. At this point, it's probably not a rumor. It's actually, it's 90% there, but not posted anywhere. So I would just wait. That's for sure. But we made a video on the channel if you're interested in watching that, how we dive into the screenshots and everything. I took delivery last week, but still regular to this channel. This channel is fun, and Dennis is the best. No, thank you. Thanks for saying that. Thanks for coming in and joining. Hopefully we're going to be doing a bunch of giveaways through every single month, and so it'll be good value for everybody that has bought a Tesla after that. Why is the Model Y postponed now until April? Well, actually, it is postponed all the way to June. So now the days of a 5-month, almost 6-month wait for a Tesla Model Y are back. So if you bought one, if you are on the order list, if you locked in a lower price, congratulations to you. You are pretty much set. Let's just see if there was a price increase. No, not yet. So congrats to everybody, but for that's locked a price in, or even purchased one of pretty recently after that. So let's just jump in. So yeah, so Instagram seems to be the best-ish. Twitter, oh wow, only 5% has Twitter, but 31% says Facebook, and then Instagram 64%. Yeah, so it seems like Instagram might be the best, but maybe we'll alternate, so that way other people can join in and participate battery as well. And we'll switch it up and things, or we'll just run multiple. Maybe the next one I'll say like, hey, I need three items to give away, and just give it to me. So we'll just do that. I think I think that's a better idea. What do you think? All right, water break. All right. Let's see what else. If you're just joining in, welcome. You basically missed it, but we'll refresh it really quickly. Tesla Model Y inventory, they've dumped a bunch of Model Ys available for sale, 243 or 239. Most of them are Model Y all-wheel drives. A handful are long ranges. Long ranges are still the hottest vehicle, but if we can, what we've seen in the past is that Model Y standard ranges will start to sell pretty soon, but I'm expecting a price increase, that's for sure, this weekend. There was one last weekend, and there was one also the weekend before. If we take a look at the price history tracker right here, so the week before was $500. The week before that was another $500. So it could be, it was $1,500 for the long range. It was $500 and then $1,500. So I could easily see a $1,000 maybe this weekend or maybe even next week. But, if you are in the market, if you have not placed an order yet, go to sites like waitingfortesla.com, try and find a vehicle that's near you, lock it down. It looks like most of these are in transit, so be aware of that. And also be aware, Model Y all-wheel drive standard ranges are mostly coming from Austin factory. And so if you don't know the difference, I would recommend Googling that or searching that and researching the between the two, because it seems like the Austin ones might not be as featured, like with different features or even as good build quality, and you might want a Fremont one. And so there's ways to tell based upon the VIN where they're actually coming from, but definitely some cool stuff. A ton of inventory has dropped, and Tesla does this. So they'll just dump a bunch of them all night. And this is also because, you can't order a Model Y all-wheel drive standard range right now. So I guess this is their only way they can do that. They could just dump all of them and see how quickly they can sell. And it's kind of weird, right? I don't really have a hypothesis on why they have not just opened up the Model Y standard range. Maybe they're waiting to see how the federal tax credit shakes out first before they allow people to order it. And they kind of just hold it in their back pocket if they need to, because they probably realize most people are just ordering a Tesla Model Y long range at this point. It's a higher revenue, more profit for them, and they don't want to kind of shoot themselves in the foot, I guess, by people ordering and locking up a standard range. Or is it because Model Y standard ranges seem to really only come in one color configuration, and so maybe they're not used to trying to build other ones like other colors or other rim types, and so they just want to keep it simple, just sell what they can make, and then just move on at the end of the day. But if you're searching, if you're still looking, if you don't have an order, take a look at waitingfortesla.com. Shout out to them, and see if you can lock yourself down on a vehicle. That's for sure. But yeah. All right, so we're going to get into our next topic. So welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. And our next topic, we're going to talk briefly about Tesla Investor Day, which is coming up very soon, maybe like a week and a half right now. So we're going to talk about this wish list that I found, go through and see what our thoughts are. And I want to know what your thoughts on it. Like, what are you looking out for Investor Day, or does it not matter to you? You just want a Tesla Model Y or Model 3 or S and X. But we'll take a look at it and see exactly what's up with it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on your Tesla at the best possible price, or just getting really good financing on your Tesla. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. And today's video is actually sponsored by Tesloid. We're actually doing a giveaway as well in this video. So it's an Instagram post. We'll talk about it at the end of this topic as well, because it's probably going to be confusing, but let's just jump into it. That's for sure. So if we found this tweet right here, shout out to Gary Black, and this is his Investor Day wish list. So Gen 3 platform, reducing cost by 50% of vertical integration. And this is that one, like Tesla Model 2 or whatever for $25,000. I mean, that would be absolutely insane. That's for sure. Scaling energy, megapacks. Okay, yeah, different profit vertical or whatever. And that's pretty cool, I guess. I mean, it goes to show how big Tesla is and all these different ways that they can make money and how expansive they are. But yeah, we're just focused on vehicles here. Full self-driving hardware for robotaxi. I mean, robotaxi, they've been teasing that for a long time now, and maybe that will go in hand with their, generation 2 or 3 platform at a cheap vehicle. I mean, I wouldn't mind buying a $25,000 model, whatever, and then just throwing it into the robotaxi feed. That'd be nice, right? Hardware 4.0, we know that's already on the cusp. It got leaked with screenshots, so that's coming very, very soon. But I guess that'd be nice to know, like, when is it actually coming for the Model 3 and the Model Y? But I still think it's going to be Q4, maybe even Q1 of next year, but who knows at the end of the day. Cybertruck EV product roadmap. That's what I really want to know. Like, are we going to actually get production this, June, like they've been saying, or they continue to say? And also, what's that ramp going to look like? 1,000 units a month or 500 units a month? And what type of production that'll be? I mean, Gary Black did tweet like, a while ago, and he felt like, or someone on Wall Street said that, there's going to be 93,000 production Cybertrucks next year. But, it'd be pretty interesting how quickly they can ramp up to that. And then EV pricing, yeah, that would make sense. Like, are they continuing to going to go raise the price of the Model Y? Are they going to lower the price of the Model 3? That's what we certainly think. Supercharger network, we already know what's going on with that. It's, spoiler, it's going to be opening to everybody, and they're going to double the amount of chargers. And so we're into that. We already know that. Tesla brand equity. I don't really know what that means. So if you want to jump into the chat, we can talk about, you can enlighten me on that. I guess like how we're going to elevate the brand, make it more, something that people want. I mean, people already want Teslas. Gigafactory expansion, we already know that. I mean, it's just more and more. Like, they just announced something in Mexico. I haven't looked into it, but there is going to be another factory or something in Mexico, and then they are expanding the Nevada one or the Reno one or whatever. So I guess I need to read up more on this. AI optimists and robots, it's fine, whatever. And then capital strategy. I mean, we've heard lots about Tesla has a bunch of cash on the sidelines. So I guess what are they going to actually do with it? Now it seems like they're going to get another $7 billion from the government for the supercharger EV network. So that's good for Tesla, and good as if you are a Tesla investor at the end of the day. But let me know your thoughts on it. What do you think about Investor Day? What do you want to hear about? We will obviously be listening to it and watching it as long as well. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. And today's video is actually sponsored by Tesla. Tesla is a parts accessory for the Model 3 and the Model Y, S, and X. And we're actually sponsoring, or Tesla is actually sponsoring a giveaway. We're giving away a set of 3D all-weather floor mats for your Model 3 or Model Y. Here are the exact instructions on how to join. You have to be a follower of the YouTube channel, this one right here. You have to follow Tesloid and not DennisCW on Instagram, and you just have to tag one friend below. And of course, you can do multiple tags if you want to. The giveaway will run for a week. We will decide the winner next Friday around the same time, like 5:30 PST. And as a special promotional, you can actually use code DCW10 for 10% off. But on top of that, the first 10 people that actually DM Tesloid on Instagram and write DennisCW sent me will get a special extra promotional discount for their store, but it's only for the first 10 people that DM them on Instagram. So good luck to everybody, and hopefully someone can win a set of 3D all-weather full mats for your Model 3 and Model Y. And thank you to Tesloid for sponsoring this giveaway and sponsoring this video. All right, water break. If you're just joining in, welcome. I know the thumbnail and title says Model Y, but Tesla has dumped a ton of Model Ys into inventory. Let's just take a refresh. 239 actually available. Only 4 long ranges. I mean, we've known that's kind of been the thing. It seems like that California one we saw earlier is gone already. Blue Ash, Ohio. Where's that? And we are for sure expecting a price increase this weekend. I mean, I would say either 500 or 1,000. But it's kind of weird timing though, right? Because they just dumped a bunch of Model Y standard ranges into inventory. So is a price increase happening now or maybe tomorrow? I mean, we could easily see them doing a price increase. Like for some reason they like to do it like 7 or 8 p.m. on Fridays or Saturdays. They like to do it really, really late. And I know because I see them like, But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts are. Are you trying to get a Model Y, or are you still waiting for your pending order? Because it seems like most are. And are you like, I wonder what percentage of you are considering to switch to an all-wheel drive standard range, or are you just sticking to it? Like either way, if the tax credit gets there or not, then it's fine at the end of the day for you. But we're gonna jump into our next topic. So welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to talk about how Tesla has dropped the price on this. I mean, we talk about a lot how Tesla increases the price on the Model Y, but they actually just dropped the price on this one item that might be actually useful for a bunch of you. So we're going to take a look at it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on a Tesla at the best possible price, or just getting really good financing on your Tesla. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. And today's video is actually sponsored by Tesloid, where we're giving away a floor mats, but we'll get into that a little bit later. So let's just get into it. Shout out to Sam Ward. Price drop on the Tesla CCS adapter. It is now $175, and that's a pretty substantial price drop, right? Because it was $250, and then now it is $175. So if you're interested in this pretty, arguably a crucial part, if there's not too many Tesla superchargers near you, or if there's a CCS charger that's more convenient, that's near your location, like I'm talking Electrify America, EV Go stations, maybe charge point stations, all that stuff. So if there's one of those that's a CCS charger placed near you, then this might be actually more beneficial for you. So it's a pretty big price drop, but $75 less than what the last price was. And so, this is a pretty cool item that could be useful on road trips if, you don't feel like there's a lot of superchargers on your path or where you're going, but, definitely some cool stuff. So I want to highlight that because I know a lot of you are probably thinking about buying this. I personally do not have one, but, I'd love to get one. It seems like right now it's on sale. That's for sure. So really cool stuff that Tesla has dropped the price on this. They kind of do this. They dropped the price for the wall charger like a while ago, but then they raised it back up. So, this might be just something they're just trying to clear too much inventory. Maybe they over ordered and they overthought people would actually buy this, but it seems like they dropped the price for a reason. So definitely interesting stuff. Comment below if you, or comment in the chat if you're buying this. Do you think it's a good price and it's actually useful, or you'll pass on it at the end of the day? And my question to you is, there is a company that I'm talking to that makes this charger, of course, their version, not the Tesla one. Would you all be interested in a giveaway for that? Comment below or put one in the chat if you'd be interested in that giveaway. Maybe I'll start talking to them a little bit more seriously. But let me know if you'd be interested in a CCS non-Tesla brand, third-party brand CCS adapter charger, or would you want push 2 if you'd rather just have like a non-branded wall charger instead? Well, I guess you would obviously hit the wall charger because it's like what 500 value versus 200 value. So maybe that's not the best, but of course both of them would be good. So maybe we'll just do both at the end of the day. But let me know your thoughts. Would you be buying a CCS adapter? Do you think this is useful for you, or is it just a pass at the end of the day? But thank you to Tesloid for sponsoring this video. Tesloid sells accessories for the Model 3 and the Model Y, and they've got a bunch of stuff, including all-weather floor mats, really useful stuff. And they've sponsored a giveaway. We're actually giving away a set of all-weather 3D floor mats from Tesloid. Here's the exact instructions. It's on my Instagram at not DennisCWs if you want to join. So check that out. And here's the exact instructions. You must be a sub to the channel, the YouTube channel DennisCW. You must follow Tesloid and not DennisCW on Instagram, and you have to tag one friend below in the Instagram post. Multiple tags are allowed. We'll be announcing the giveaway in 1 week from now, so next Friday, like 5:30 p.m. And the first 10 people that actually DM Tesloid we're on Instagram at Tesloid, and you write DennisCW, send me, will actually get a special promotional discount from their store. Everyone else will just get a 10%, or will get a 10% discount to their store by using promo code DCW10. So definitely check out if you're interested. And thank you to Tesloid for sponsoring this video and the giveaway. All right, water break. All right, where were we on the chats? Why is my Model Y postponed now until April? I mean, Tesla's, I think there's a lot of orders, that's for sure. And depending on where you are in the country, they will just push you just because logistically they can't get you until after the quarter ends. Not Twitter. Mine was deleted. Why? What do you mean your order was deleted? No way. Dennis, I don't qualify for the credit. Is it better to buy slightly used Model YP instead? Yeah, I mean, if you can get one for what, $45,000, like a 2022, it might be worth it to do that. And also, like, what do you mean by don't qualify? Because there's rules. I mean, probably it's income, but there's rules and ways around that. You can use this year or last year's income. So, it could be worth it. Is it worth buying a demo car which has 500,000 miles on it? Please help. Yeah, I mean, 100%. I bought a Model Y Performance with 888 miles at a $4,000 discount. It was worth it to me. That's for sure. I don't have any social media. Sad face. Oh, dang, man. That's pretty nice. I wish I had no social media sometimes, but that's pretty nice. Just got delivery date March 27th, 31st. Okay. I was thinking February, but dang, yeah. I mean, that's not too far, but that's a short, small range. So you must be in like California because they're trying to get you to that last end of the quarter delivery. Frank, I'm so pissed there's no new Model 3 long range for sale right now. I feel like the 272 mile range isn't good enough in the long run. That 353 would have been solid. Yeah, I mean, I would just say keep waiting, check refreshing the site, waiting for Tesla.com. There might be one that just pops up every, randomly. So you never know. Does that company have a YouTube channel? I don't think so. I think they're just on Instagram. My date for delivery keeps getting pushed back. Model 3 Performance estimated 25 to 4th. Yeah, it's fluid. Estimated delivery dates move all the time. So it's just a roller coaster at the end of the day. When are we getting the extra sensors in CPU 4.0, hardware 4.0? I would say for Model 3, Model Y, January of 2024 is my prediction. How do I qualify for the giveaways? Well, right on the screen. There you go. Exact instructions, and you have to go to that Instagram post. I'm not sure if this has been asked or not, but if I were to say how likely will I receive the delivery report March 1st, since during the March tax credit subject change, it depends. Like if you live in California or some of these other places and you go to waitingfortesla.com and you try and find one near you that has a VIN, then you have a better chance of taking delivery this month. If you just place an order on the website, well, let me rephrase that. If you place an order for a Model Y long range performance or Model 3 long range performance, then most likely it's going to be a March delivery. But if you do a Model 3 standard range, it seems like they've got a ton of those vehicles available for sale and in inventory. So you'll most likely get it by the end of February. But anything else risky, unless Model S or X, there's a ton of Model S and X's available for sale right now. I can't decide if I should lease or buy. If I buy, maybe I'll get the 7,500 break. If I lease, payments so low, I walk away with taking less depreciation. Yeah, leasing seems to be only good for the Model 3 standard range. Everything else, I would not bother. They just assigned VIN number to my order. Will be considered as February delivery? Depends. It could be anywhere from a week 2 to 4 weeks for sure. You have the best Tesla channel for sure. Thank you, PYT. Thanks for coming in and saying and dropping that. Love it. Thanks for joining in and the positivity. No sensors. Definitely taking it easy. Parking forward. Kind of surprised that my old ICE cars have the functionality and luxury features that my Model Y doesn't. Yeah, it's weird that they kind of removed the sensors and they haven't given any sort of replacement. Bravo, Dennis. No, thank you, Happy Hippo. You're an OG for sure. I enjoyed my channel. You're always the latest and greatest. No, thank you, Grant. No experience. I've been backing into parking spots versus pulling in. I use the cameras a lot and the mirrors back in. I wouldn't like the sensors. I'm okay. Not great without sensors. I back in very slowly. Okay, so then I guess you still have the camera there. You can still judge it. So maybe it's not that bad. It's just no more annoying beeps, I guess, right? Watched your band video. I'm going to avoid being interviewed. Yeah, do not stay away. That's for sure. But it was fun. I mean, if I were doing it again, I would still do the interview because, it's just a different experience at the end of the day. Does the Model 3 Performance get CVRP rebate? Depends on pricing, when you ordered, and all that stuff. Great info so far. With an EDD for Model Y Performance, you made me refresh the Wait for Tesla website 100 times a day. I hope I won't need to settle and get whatever available instead. Yeah, it becomes an addiction, that's for sure. When I was waiting for a Tesla one time, I would check that website a lot for sure. Dennis, I ordered my Model Y long range on January 13th. I have the price drop and got scheduled for February 27th. I applied for Gold Coast FCU 3 weeks ago. I'm based on it, and I'm still waiting for approval. I'll give the advice I give to everybody that's doing credit unions: call every day and or every other day, because you've got to follow up with them. You can't rely on them to reach out to you, especially right now, because you got to think about it. Like, we've been promoting those credit unions on this channel, and so I mean, I don't know how many people are in the market of buying a Tesla that watch this Tesla, but you can imagine it's probably more than those credit unions are used to. And so they're probably getting slammed with applications. I remember talking to Labor Credit Union in December when we were recommending them, and they told me like they had like 200 applications pending that were Tesla only. So you can imagine if they're not used to like that type of volume, because they're not big banks like Chase, Bank of America, and all that stuff. They're probably small teams, like teams of like maybe 2, 3, 4 people. So you got to follow with them. You got to make sure they have everything that they need. You can't really expect them to reach out to you, even though we would love to. They're just not as big operations. Other channels are all alike, just Tesla reviews. You have informative live stream, much different. Thank you, Vel. Thanks for coming in and dropping that. That's for sure. Does the Model 3 performance get CVR repay? Not exactly sure. Do you recommend the black rim replacements if you get the Gemini tires? I would just say you get the hubcaps. Those look cool, or just paint them. I would say that, it doesn't really cost too much, and you could probably, plastic dip it yourself if you wanted to do some DIY action, but, I would probably just pay someone to do it. It could be like $100 to $150 per rim, maybe even $400 total. What do you mean Austin may not be as up to date as Fremont? So from what we have gathered, and, definitely please drop it in the chat if you've just taken delivery of an Austin one and or a Fremont one, or if you've heard from friends or whatever. It seems like Fremont has the latest and greatest, which means like matrix headlights and better build quality and all that stuff. Austin is a little bit behind because it's a newer factory line and all that stuff. So, we don't know at the end of the day. Does anyone here order a YP and wish they ordered a Model Y long range? No, it's definitely the other way around. Like, I always try and think of it like go big or go home. If you order a long range, you're always going to think, what if I got that performance? But if you order a Model Y performance and you take delivery, you're never going to think, oh, what if I got that long range? It just never works the reverse at the end of the day. Hey, Dennis, any Mexico news? Hey, Paul, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the chat. Yeah, I saw that. I think I saw the headline in passing. I didn't like click it, but yeah, because that should have an effect, right? Like, if maybe we'll talk about that tomorrow, Tesla Mexico and their production on stuff, because that's just going to be more Teslas coming into the market, which could mean price drops. How is that going to affect the market? But really, it's what, like, Tesla can get factories launched within like a year, and so that's maybe like a 2024 type of thing. Fremont delivered some extra door gaps. Austin Fremont is a crapshoot. Yeah, me too. I received mine free gaps from my Fremont build car. Okay, nice. If I purchase my Model Y performance at $56,990, great price, and decide to downgrade to long range, what will happen? You might get pushed back to the end of the list. Hey Dennis, are you going to review your new home wall charger you've got, better than Tesla wall charger? Yeah, there's a lot of other videos that I have on my list to make, right? Like the Model X video that we have to debut on the channel, and wall charger experience, and tinting the Model X, and ceramic coating the Model X. And we just got reached out. We might be getting, it's funny, like we talk about PPF all the time, but we might be getting a PPF sponsor on the X. So, there's going to be a video on that one day as well. Mine is coming from Fremont. Wasn't sure, so it could be better or worse. Surprise for me. I'm from Ohio. Nice. The Fremont seems to be better across the board. Tesla inventory not updating. Ooh, let's check. Still good. 244. Yeah, it's sometimes waiting for Tesla, you got to refresh it a couple times. Model X seems to not be working at all for some reason. Let's check. But it says like it's just glitched. TJ will probably get on it and fix it pretty shortly if he hasn't been already. Is there a place where you can submit requests on Investor Day? I don't think so, because it's not like the other calls. Or another Tesla at 3 p.m. Still waiting for sale according to their website. Nice. Another Tesla. Nice. Congrats on a second one. Multi-Tesla discount. Yeah, exactly. Blue Ash north of Cincy, my location. Nice. I have a Model Y. I have another order for Model YP. Nice. I keep keeping my 22 Model Y performance because of USS. Yeah, I can see that. Makes sense. I thought I saw a financing offer from Tesla somewhere in the ordering process. I've tried looking for it with no luck. Did I dream it, or is it out there? So are you referring to like Tesla financing? Because yes, Tesla does have financing. It's a staggering 5.44%, which I do not recommend. There are ways to beat that. If you're just joining to the channel, we talk about that a lot. We've made multiple videos on it in the past about how to get the best rate with credit unions and all that stuff. So definitely search that out. But if you don't want to do that, if you're, you don't want to go through those steps, there's actually a Patreon link down below in the description where you can check it out, where for all the Patreon members that actually join at certain levels, you get a link to my buying guide, which is links to all the resources that I use to get the best possible deal at the best possible price, including 6 credit unions / banks on there that all have rates better than Tesla financing that you can, I give you the instructions on how to apply and all that stuff. So you can definitely check that out. Patreon link down below in the description. And there's a different level where you can actually schedule a call with me, where you can ask me any questions about buying a Tesla, selling Tesla, or financing a Tesla. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. My loan expires March 10. The first to arrive gets to go home with me. I see what you did. So you place 2 orders, and whichever one makes sense, then you'll just go for it. I like it. Second order is model on all-wheel drive. Dang, that's like big, or literally like all-wheel drive standard range or the performance. I like it. I like it. You're literally gambling, I guess. Just return the mobile charger today. Plan to order CCS adapter instead. Well, look at that. Perfect timing for you. Not with Tesla supporting all EVs. Oh, like you're talking about the supercharging? Yeah, that makes sense. Tesla probably lower the CCS because soon every EV vehicle will use the Tesla superchargers. I see what you're saying. Like you're saying like maybe EVgo and Electrify America will convert. I could see that. I could see that. Mobile chargers with adapter 220 and 110 are Best Buy and bang for buck. Yeah, makes sense for sure. Water break. Oh, I don't have water anymore. Oh no. Do you think the 7,500 will be available after tax? Tough. I think if Tesla keeps, this is our indicator. If Tesla keeps increasing the price of the Model Y, then the 7,500 will be available for the Model Y. If Tesla keeps decreasing the Model 3, then the 7,500 will not be available for the Model 3. It can go either way at the end of the day. But if you're just joining in, welcome. We've talked about the Model Y, and it's Friday, so we like to do giveaways on Friday. So we partnered with Tesloid, a Tesla Model 3, Model Y, S and X parts seller. We are giving away a floor of 3D all-weather floor mats for a Model 3 or a Model Y. Here's the instructions on how to join. You go to my Instagram post at DennisCW. Find the post that we just posted. Follow these instructions. You got to follow Tesloid and myself. Tag one friend below, and you can do multiple tags. And if you're interested in buying a part, you can use my code DCW for 10% off at Tesloid. And Tesloid has agreed to that if the first 10 people that message them and DM them on Instagram and DM them DennisCW sent me will get an extra promotional discount off of their store as well. So good luck to everybody. We will be deciding the giveaway for this 3D all-weather floor mats next Friday. So 1 week from now, around the same time, like 5:30 p.m. And we'll probably keep it on Instagram so that way no YouTube scammers can trick anybody out there. So good luck to everybody on that, and definitely check it out. And thank you to Tesloid for sponsoring the 3D floor mat giveaway. Order Model Y standard range from Giga Austin. Can't wait for me to deliver it. Congrats. Wish Tesla had adjustable foot pedals. Oh, interesting. Yeah. I closed with Labor Credit Union. They were fast and approved me the next day. Yeah, sick. I've got a special place in my heart for Labor Credit Union. They took care of us for the Model X. And so, unfortunately, rates have gone up. And actually, what's funny, let's talk about rates going up. For a quick second, because if you've been a follower of the channel, you know we've got a special place in our heart for a Labor Credit Union, and on top of that, we've also got a special place in our heart for Tower Federal Credit Union, because we recommended them a bunch, and because for a long time, probably the longest time ever, they had the best rate, 2.99% for 60 months. 3.5% for 72 months. And so this is their site. I don't even waste time going there because it's not a good rate anymore. But I thought this was funny. Like, we offer low rates for your auto loan purchase and financing, flexible terms, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's just funny. They haven't updated this, of course, right? And you click view rates. Can anybody guess what the rates are today? 8.5% for 60 months, 9% for 72 months, and a staggering 10.5% for 84 months. I guess it's not as bad as, because there could be worse. There could be worse. But, yeah. I hope I never have to buy a car at these rates. Because I think I would just opt out. I think I'll just walk. buy a scooter. Like there's really nice e-bikes these days. Like Super 73s. You probably have seen those. Maybe I'll just drive that or something. $3.64. Yeah. Labor at the time was probably the best. Good turnaround time. Great team. But yeah. My 22 performance has matrix. Yeah, performance has been getting matrix for at least like 2 years. My 2021 Model Y performance had matrix. Long range is better than performance for me. Ground clearance, cheaper tires are big factors for me. Red calipers would have been pretty sweet though. I completely agree. Model Y performance is 10 millimeters lower. It has a different look to it for sure, but that's why I try to do best of both worlds. I had my Tesla Model Y performance. I had the 21-inch rims. I then found someone, traded them for their inductions. They gave me $850 on top of that. They paid for the labor to swap it. I was a happy camper. It looks essentially the same to most everybody else. I didn't really care. And it was still black rims that still look good at the end of the day. Do existing orders take priority over modifying orders? Meaning I see other long-range orders switch to performance on 223 are getting VINs before mine. My order was a fresh order. Well, performance usually always delivers quicker because it's a higher revenue vehicle to Tesla, so they want to lock in that profits. But like switching, it's kind of risky. If you're really banking on that tax credit, I'm not sure I would recommend, switching. But, if you really wanted the performance and you want that low price, because the performance has never been this low before. I mean, you figure it's it was 56, that 990. It's never been that low at the end of the day. So there could be other reasonings as well. Happy Hippo, I wonder if Tesla will be opening up new service centers since more people are buying Teslas. There are 4 in my area, but other areas. Yeah, I think they're constantly looking for new locations they probably do it by registrations based on zip code, right? So they're probably continuing to open up more service centers and, of course, more superchargers at the end of the day. Does the tax credit have to be before 3/31 to get the tax rate? It has to be before whenever the IRS and Treasury announce their guidelines. So it could be any moment at the end of the day. I might open up a PPF shop the way prices here in the DMV area. Yeah, it's good business if you got the time, patience. I think I have a friend that does it, but might as well. Hey, Dennis the Menace, rock on here. Welcome. Thank you, rock on. Old friend, love you with Jake. Helping with cars because you don't know. Yeah. Jake is having a great time, right? He's in Thailand right now. Can't wait for him to come back because there's something, there's something very special coming on his channel very, very soon. Highway robbery for those rates. Yeah, credit rates insane. Might as well use a credit card. At least I get the points back. That's a good point, actually. Good point. Exactly. Got approved from Tower on Wednesday and was able to get the lower rate. Well, congrats to you. Able to get that 2.99 and 3.5. That is a unicorn right now, unless you're a Patreon member down below in the description. Because Patreon members have access to my 6 to 7 credit union list. E-scooter and Tesla, you're mint. Yeah, 100%. You could park at a level 2 that's far away that can charge for free, and then you just ride your scooter to wherever you want to go. Those rates, ooh, yeah, exactly. You can get the red caliper colors. Yeah, 100%. New location in my area coming March, service center. Yeah, they're popping up all over the place, as well as the superchargers. So it'll just be a while for sure. But Tesla Service Center, different animal at the end of the day. But thanks for jumping in. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching tonight's fun stream. But as a reminder, we are doing this giveaway. Check it out on this Instagram post on how to enter. Good luck to everybody. We will be announcing it 1 week from now, next Friday. I hope everybody has a good Friday. Everybody has a good evening. Let's see. Let's see if there's going to be another price increase today. Let's just check one more time before we leave. There probably will be. Nope. We're still calm. It's either going to be today or tomorrow. That's my bet. But we shall see at the end of the day. But thanks for watching this video. Please hit that like if you enjoy it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.